Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. I'm Alex Surveyor, and since last time I went ahead and teleported back to the dilapidated temple. There's really not a lot to say about that. You just go to the sculptor and you choose the what is it? Sculptor's idol, whatever. And yeah. So remember last time we got that gourd seed.
Notice anything different?
Yes.
Like what?
I died. The divine heir's voice reached out to me, and suddenly I was alive again.
So you died, and now you're alive again. So that means it has to do with resurrection.
Resurrection?
Lord Kuro. It's said to be a power of the divine heir's dragon heritage. Those who have been given the power of resurrection. They are revived upon death, repeatedly.
Impossible.
Yes. It is rather strange, and yet, it is happening here and now. Let me know if you notice any more changes. I don't think the power of resurrection comes without a cost. I'm glad you've come, Master Wolf.
Giggity. But yeah, every time you get a gourd seed, come back and present your healing
made
gourd.
This gourd.
Yes. It was intended for Lord Kuro, but it seems he entrusted it to you. I'm sure you may have noticed, but the medicinal waters in this gourd spring forth on their own. Even after being emptied, you will find it full again after a short rest.
Yes. Is there a way to improve it?
Bring me gourd seeds.
Gourd seeds?
Yes. Medicinal waters flow from gourd seeds. Adding new seeds will increase the volume of these medicinal waters. If you find any, bring them to me.
All right.
Swing.
Is this a gourd seed?
Yes. Bring it here. Plant the seed into the gourd. Perfect. Now the volume of medicinal waters in your gourd will increase.
Such a strange medicine.
Is it strange? I don't take any offense to that. If it's effective, then that's cause for celebration, whether it's strange or not. That's what my mentor Dogen taught me.
I see.
Please bring me any other gourd seeds you find. I should be able to further increase the volume of the medicinal water.
Cool beans.
I still don't understand the particulars, but it appears as though your body is no longer confined by the rules of our world. Come and see me if you notice anything alarming.
I will.
Oh? Did I hear the ringing of a chime?
It was probably this bell. I was told to offer it to Buddha.
Does the bell hold any significance for you? If it does, talk to the sculptor. He is quite knowledgeable when it comes to Buddha.
What is it?
Seems to me your battle sense has returned. You're more like a shinobi than before, if only a little. Take this.
Shinobi esoteric text. Think he gives this to you after you get one skill point. A book of secrets that details a variety of techniques employed by shinobi. Grants the ability to learn shinobi-style skills. Within this text are the innermost secrets of the shinobi arts, such as attacks performed in the air and hiding one's body to avoid detection. Oh, excuse me. Such moves could never be practiced by samurai.
What is it?
Shinobi techniques. Recorded within are fighting techniques that cannot be performed by samurai. Whether you make use of them or not is up to you. Shinobi aren't the only ones with their own fighting techniques.
Yep. Tells us how we need skill points.
I found one.
A shinobi tool?
Yes.
I said before that your prosthetic arm was a fang, but by fitting shinobi tools to your arm, you'll be able to change the form of that fang. Thick shields, break them into splinters. Swift foes, bring them down from afar. Fitting more devices, means more ways to slay your enemies. If there's someone that needs killing, there's a proper way to kill them. That's all there is to it.
Seems you know this prosthetic very well.
I should calm myself. The more I speak of bloodshed, the more demonic my sculptures will become. Give it ear. I'll fit that tool for you.
So every time you find a tool, you bring it here, and he makes it available for use, essentially.
No matter what I do, any Buddha I carve is an incarnation of wrath. Thus is the fate of those who owe a deep karmic debt. You'll understand when you try carving one for yourself one day. So, need something?
Nope.
Yes, right. That kind-faced Buddha you see over there? Don't do anything funny with it.
R2 to use prosthetic tools. Triangle to switch prosthetic weapons. Okay. And now our prosthetic tool thing is available. Let's see. Pull a shuriken loaded into the wheel and launch it at a target in a single flowing motion. The swiftly thrown shuriken damages enemy vitality and posture, particularly against those with a tendency to take to the air. Shinobi Firecracker. A prosthetic tool fitted with Robert's firecrackers. Costs spirit emblems. Unleashes an explosive flash that briefly blinds foes and inflicts posture damage on beast-type enemies. Has a wide, frontward field of effect that can impact multiple foes at once. Suitable for temporarily immobilizing enemies and particularly good for scaring beasts. Seems legit.
I can hear the ring of a bell chime.
You mean this old bell? An old woman asked me to offer it to Buddha.
That bell. Have you seen it before?
No, it is unfamiliar.
It appears the bell disagrees. I think it's trying to tell you something.
What?
Give it as an offering. The kind-faced Buddha near the wall is different from the Buddhas I make. It was carved by the hand of the true sculptor.
Very well.
If you want more forms for that fang of yours, you'll need to search for more shinobi tools. There's no turning back from this path now. The least I can do is load your arm.
Very well. But we still can't use it because we don't have any spirit emblems. As far as the esoteric text goes, let's see. I think we have to go sit down at the, Oh hey! We just got spirit emblems for walking up to near one. Spirit emblems are required to activate prosthetic tools and are consumed each time these abilities are used. Spirit emblems can be obtained from defeated enemies in the world and purchased from sculptors' idols. If you pass near them, they will find their way to you. So you can offer money to the Buddha and you can buy spirit emblems. They cost 10, I think it's called Sin each. Drifting white paper doll. Feelings of remorse are not limited to the hearts of mankind. Such a sentiment may even manifest itself in a fleeting, illusory form. Using certain actions such as prosthetic tools will consume spirit emblems. So we could buy those, but nah, let's save up our money for now. Now we can also use our esoteric text to acquire skills. And, let's see. 3 types of skill. Combat arts, shinobi martial arts, and latent skills. Okay. So, we could get the Whirlwind Slash, a spinning attack that can hit several enemies at once. The sharp cut combined with the force of the spin can strike multiple foes and deal damage when guarded. When surrounded by enemies, this shinobi technique can cut open a path to victory. And it's R1 plus L1. So we sort of got like fighting game style moves. I thought this was much more useful than it actually was on my first playthrough, and I kept using it accidentally and also on purpose to try to like fight like 3 guys at once or whatever. It's not really for that. It's basically he does a quick spin strike that has a slightly wider slash than his normal slash. It will hit more than one person at once, but it's mainly to try to throw them off into a guard so that you can jump away or get away real quick. But you have to take it in order to unlock these next things. And there's some pretty good stuff here. There's also this, the Makiri counter, and enables one to counter enemy thrust attacks by stomping down on an enemy's weapon, dealing a large amount of posture damage. It is nearly impossible to perceive the speed of a thrust, but not for sharp eyes of the shinobi. And this is basically for perilous thrust attacks. Instead of having to do a precision deflect, which is like a frame-perfect deflect, you have like a few more frames if you press circle as a thrust attack comes at you. And he's, just as in the picture there, he'll stomp down on the spear, and it'll... It's very, very good for a lot of mini-bosses and some actual bosses. For now, let's actually rest here. And then let's go ahead and... actually, yeah. Let's go ahead and move along by traveling back to the Ashina Outskirts Wall Gate Path. There's going to be a lot of sculptor's idols in this game, so it's very checkpoint friendly. But that was very, very welcome on a first playthrough, because while they don't allow you to make a lot of mistakes, they sort of chop the game up into smaller bits, so that, especially at first, so you don't have to run through the same area over and over and over again. But, yeah. I can't remember if there's actually anything over there that's worth getting. Let's see. Guess we can find out. Let's see. We got a guy walking up that way. And we got a guy over there. Let's see. If we leap down on this guy, we'll probably get alerted, but eh. Sometimes the stealth in this game is very hit or miss. Oh, that guy's got a gun. He's like alerted to where we're at, despite it's hard to see, but there's a big guy right there, and we want to stealth kill this guy because he's rather hard to deal with. If you like in a normal, consistent way, like he's got a strange, strong, slow attack pattern, and with how fast this game expects you to be with your swordplay usually. That's like the worst kind of attack pattern to deal with. The game very much errs on the side of being easier to deflect fast attacks, with a few exceptions, than slow, cumbersome attacks. Also, Wolf must be strong as balls to be able to just, like, stab straight through their bones. Like, I know he's, like, stabbing through armpits, mostly, and stuff, but, like, he's still stabbing through quite a bit of bone, as well. Like, it's pretty much like it's nothing. Like, I don't know what the Kusabi Maru is made out of, but he basically has superhuman strength. Like... Not to mention super endurance. Okay, so Remember last time how like we snuck up along the side and that guy with the cannon didn't know we were here? Well, now he knows we're here, and that kind of stuff happens. So, yeah. We want to get up there and take this guy out, because he is not good for our health. Not good for our health in the slightest. So we got like a branch around there. Don't really remember where that goes. Let's see. Oops. You do take fall damage in this game, by the way, but like you have to fall pretty far to actually take the fall damage, so don't worry about that too much.
I know you. Yeah. You're that good Sir Shinobi, sir. Huh? Well, I haven't seen you since, well, since that night.
What night?
You don't remember?
No.
Ah, I see. You don't remember. Listen, sir, you and I, we've met before. I was a thief back then. But those days are behind me. Now, I'm an upright and honest merchant. Only problem is, I'm broke. And being broke, I don't have anything to sell. So, good sir, would you mind lending me just a few coins to get my business going? I'll stock something useful just for you. You bet I will. And as a little bonus, I'll tell you all about that night. What do you think? Pretty good deal, right?
Sure, why not?
Here's some coin.
Thanks, good sir.
Now talk.
Yes, of course. That night. So my gang broke into the Hirata estate. Now, as you're aware, the Hirata family is part of the Ashina. Now, normally they'd mop the floor with petty thieves like us. I mean, no sweat. But it just so happens we broke in during a battle. Yeah. Almost all of the young samurai were away from home, and it was a prime opportunity. Then, we started a fire and cleaned out the place. That there's when I met you. You were looking for something. At least, that's what it looked like to me. Well, that's all I know about that night.
I see.
Yeah, that look you're making now. You had that same look on your face that night. You still looking for something? Listen, good sir. For a price, I might be able to tell you some other tidbits you might find useful. Now, for a price, of course, I'm a merchant now, you know, so...
Let's see. Sure, why not?
I'll buy some information.
Thank you very much for your patronage. Since you're a shinobi, I'll give you some information about shinobi tools.
If you could.
Now, I've seen this tube. A tube with fire blasting out of it. Huh? When we broke into the Hirata estate, one of my pals nabbed one. That's the sound the fire makes when it blasts out.
Lucrative info number 36. When we broke into Hirata estate, we found a barrel that spewed flame. The boys in it lit a roaring bonfire with it and made merry with the drink. Must have been a shinobi's tool.
A fire-shooting tube at the Hirata estate. I'll keep that in mind.
Seems legit.
This man was from Hirata. I must pay my respects.
Lord Kuro,
Lady Emma, are there other Hirata survivors?
there are very few of us left.
I see. Apologies. There's no end to those who seek the dragon's heritage. This was their fate. Because of those that pursued me. I didn't mean to involve them.
Very well, very well. Let's drink from our healing gourd and use a pellet. And why not use one of these Gachine sugars while we're at it? Get a little more stealthy, sneaky beaky like.
I don't feel safe with that big bastard just tied up next to us. I'd rather not be gravely injured just before the war begins.
Ah, if the worst happens, only choice is to use fire. Those red eyes fear fire. That's what the Lord's proclamation said.
Proclamations? What a joke. Ashina sure has a funny way of preparing for war.
Okay, so big guy they were talking about is this guy, and I can't remember exactly how you do it, but you can actually get a death blow in on him with the Gachine's sugar. Grab attacks, huh? Grab attacks cannot be deflected. There is no way to avoid taking serious damage once grabbed. But if one jumps or sprints away, grabs can be avoided. Some grabs can also be avoided with a well-timed step dodge. Ouch. Okay, we got him. We got him. Now, obviously everything leading up to that guy... oh, we got a prayer bead. A loose prayer bead. Okay. Cool beans. Shinobi Medicine Rank 1. A latent skill that increases the healing effect of recovery items. Medicinal knowledge is vital for a shinobi's survival. Receiving wounds in battles is inevitable. The only way to learn such techniques is to be gravely injured time and time again by worthy opponents. So that's a latent skill we'll have forever. Our healing gourd heals like, I don't know, like 5% more HP or something like that. Hey look, it's a spear using guy. Mibu Balloon of Wealth, huh? Now, obviously the lead up to that Ogre mini-boss, or boss, depending on how you feel about him. Obviously they're telling you about that fire prosthetic. You were given a bell to you know, that there's like heavy-handed exposition telling you, hey, go use that at the Buddha, talk to the sculptor about it, you know. Everyone mentions it while you have it. But, basically, you're supposed to go and use that bell and get the fire prosthetic tool in order to more effectively kill that giant. But as you saw, he actually takes quite a bit of damage from shurikens as well. And if you keep your distance and just continuously sprint around him, you know, not getting too overeager with your attacks, you can quite easily avoid everything that he does. And I did get hit once. You saw he does a lot of damage. And if he actually grabs you with his grab attack, he can throw you off the cliff. And if your health bar, when you fall off the cliff, your health gets reduced. And if it gets reduced to 0, then you just die, and you'll go back to your last checkpoint. And you could also technically count that Nightjar monocular, huh? Bamboo tube used to see distant objects. While shinobi already have good vision, looking through this tube with one eye enables one to see even further. The Nightjar ninjas serve Ishi and Ashina, guarding the rooftops of Ashina Castle, their sharp eyes on the lookout for any would-be trespassers. Not much escapes the eyes of a Nightjar. Okay, well, seems legit. Let's eat another pellet. And, let's see, what's this? It's next to firewood. Oh, look! The game's second gourd seed. Okay, so basically we've got a lot of guys out here, and let's see if we can't put that monocular to use. And also, while we're at it, since we're out of healing gourd, let's put on Fistful of Ash. Okay, so we got holes in this building, and this is kind of the first-person mode. You can't move around while you're looking. But you see through the center crack here, or the one bar that it's not broken on this wall, there's a guy kneeling over there underneath the tree branch. He's got a pan, and he's going to bang it. And so that's going to alert everyone else around him. We don't want that. We really don't want that. So what I'm going to do, jump, grapple, jump some more, go back into stealth, la la la, dee dee da. And, yeah, pretty nice. Okay. So, we still want to be stealthed. There's a lot of guys with guns. And there's a lot of guys. And this is the first time in the game that stealth really, really becomes, at least in my opinion, the optimal way to be handling things. Because there's also a mini-boss around here. And the mini-boss, plus all these guys, is no bueno. But fortunately, he nor his one guard have, despite all that sword clanging, they haven't noticed us yet. But if we hadn't killed that pan guy over there first, he would have noticed us right away, and he would be all over us. So, oh. I botched the sneak attack. Whoops. Let's see. Now, something that you can do pretty much with every mini-boss that's like this, at least unless they change something. I might be remembering wrong, but they don't have anything against you running away. You can always just run away and come back. So, that's always something you can do. But do note that your enemies are going to change position, and they'll be more aware of your presence, usually, the next time you come around. So, and also, look, his health restored. But now we got the sneak attack in on him. I don't know how he didn't hit me with that, but whatever. I'll take it. I'll take it. Whenever the game is lenient towards me, I will take it. Scrap iron, huh? That's another upgrade item. Ah, we're getting so many pellets. That's nice. That's nice. Got a broken bridge and what looks like a big building. That must be... Maybe that's Ashina Castle? I don't know. Maybe it's just a manor building, though. On my first playthrough, I got a little bit confused, because I came this far only after going through the bell. And, yeah. So, like, I'd been all the way through the bell before I came this far. And when I got over here, I kind of didn't notice this branch for a while. And I kind of, like... My friends kept asking me, it's like, have you been to the snake yet? Have you been to the snake yet? And I was like, no. What snake? Yeah, we might as well rest here. Fully restore ourselves. And, yeah, quite honestly, let's go ahead and continue on. I want to put my gourd back on. Now, if you're scared of snakes, by the way, you might want to look away. I don't know why we haven't seen it yet, but, oh, there it is. Big snake. You want to move fast? And be quiet. Well, for whatever reason, this snake really wants to kill you. And, I'd rather not let him. Uh-oh. I don't know how he missed, but I'm not going to stop wall hugging anytime soon. Okay, so you want to jump in this palanquin. And, his eye gets real close. And then you death blow him. And, yeah. Come over here and get this snap seed. A few mort seeds that make a loud noise if you snap them. Useful for breaking the effective illusion techniques. If an illusion occurs, it is because someone created it. To crush the phantoms and return to reality, one must defeat the creator of the illusion. Snap seeds can be a great help in that regard. Kind of like watch out for his body. He's never been stabbed in the eye before, so he's kind of mad. Can I please have the, that one? That one. I'd like to go to that one. Whee! Okay, we got away. Although we're all covered in his blood. I died several times on my first playthrough getting past that snake. I didn't realize the importance of running. I also didn't realize I didn't have a stamina bar for, like, way too long. I think I had killed, like, 3 or 4 bosses before I realized, hey, I don't have any stamina requirements. So that's kind of cool. Now, we could go around through here. And I guess we might as well. But, there's a lot of guys around here, so... Like one of those big guys. There's several big dudes with guns. Or not big guys with guns, but guys with guns. Don't be afraid to use your prosthetics. It can be quite effective. They start putting a lot more spear guys in because they expect you to have learned the Makiri counter, I guess. Oh, we got a heavy coin purse. That's worth 500. I always like throwing a bunch of shurikens at once. It may not be the most effective way to fight, but eh. Now these pink remnants, they were actually in the original
We
game.
managed to drive them back once, but the Interior Ministry's army is far too powerful.
And that is why you wish to use the power of my blood. It doesn't matter how much power you obtain. You'll keep on fighting until you're a monster, incapable of feeling pain or fear. I do not wish to corrupt the lives of men.
Look at this mountain of bodies. Ashina cannot be defended by normal means. Not me.
I could never be as strong as you, Lord Genichiro. I do not yet know what it is I should do.
It has been a long time since that happened. Wait all you like. It'll do you no good.
So basically, the Interior Ministry of Japan wants to take the Ashina out. And all this battle damage we see around here, that's from the Interior Ministry's first attack.
Kokage, my poor horse. All it took was a bit of gunpowder. He startled, and now he's dead.
Aw. Well, wouldn't want to leave him alone, would you? More fistfuls of ash. Those are always nice. Basically, a fistful of ash. I haven't had the moment that I really want to use it, but you chuck them at an enemy. They have a very low range, and they're basically a free stagger. They can be used to great effect, even on bosses and mini-bosses, depending on what the boss or mini-boss is. Part of the fun of this game is figuring out what is effective against what. And for now, let's go on back to the dilapidated temple. Get a cool loading screen of a samurai warrior there. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But, yeah. You know what? Let's go ahead and, let's learn the Makiri counter and start getting good at it. It will help quite a bit. Let's see. Run and slide. Allows one to slide into a crouched position while sprinting, sprint through an area, and slide into cover or otherwise out of view. This maneuver easily deceives an enemy's eyes. Let's see. Suppress presence. Requires the latent skill Suppress Presence, a latent skill that reduces an enemy's ability to perceive those who are in stealth. So basically it makes your stealth more effective. We'll probably get Run and Slide next, just to see what this next skill tree is, because I'm pretty sure this one is also Enhanced Presence. Let's see. And it's showing us the next set here as well, to try to get us to start going through this tree. Mid-air deflection could also be useful to have. Let's see.
Yes?
I saw you and Lord Kuro in a vision.
A vision?
Yes. Where is Lord Kuro right now?
He's being kept near the keep at Ashina Castle. The gate to the castle, however, is shut.
I see.
I'm glad you've come, Master Wolf.
Phrasing? We don't have any more of those, right? Okay, good.
This power, it comes from Lord Kuro's. It's said to be a power of the Divine Heir's dragon heritage. Those who have been given the power of resurrection. They are revived upon death, repeatedly. Let me know if you notice any more changes. I don't think the power of resurrection comes without a cost. Oh? Did I hear that?
Yeah, she mentions.
She
mentions the bell again. Yada yada yada. Go use the bell. Got it. Okay, I'll use the bell. I'll use the stinking bell. Okay. So come here to pray once you have the bell, and this will happen. And
close your eyes. Hear the bell speak to you.
On my first playthrough, I thought I was a really clever boy. The first thing I did after getting this bell was immediately bring it back here. I was like, I'm clever. I'm not going to ignore this or whatever. And it's just like, it's not really a matter of being clever.
The bell's chime will stir your thoughts.
It's, you know, it's like...
And awaken old memories from their slumber.
Three years ago. So effectively, what we get from that is time travel, more or less. And you get a sculptor's idol here right away. And this is the Hirata estate. And it's burning. We got a moat, or a river. Yeah, I guess, yeah, it's a river. We got a river, and it's raining. And, yeah, so this is where I came on my first playthrough, pretty much right away. I didn't have, the only prosthetic tool I had was the shuriken, and I came here. I didn't know about the firecrackers at all. I didn't have, well, I had one gourd seed, so I had 2 flasks. I hadn't even seen the ogre yet. So it was much different for me the first time I came here. But anyway, this is where I'm going to leave off for now. I'm making this game take way longer than it actually takes because I'm stopping to show all the dialogue and talk with all the NPCs. Just like any From Software title, going back and basically backtracking with NPCs and talking to them at every available opportunity is how you unlock and do most of the side quests and most of the you know, optional secret areas and whatnot. So there'll be plenty of that. There'll also be plenty of action. There'll be more uninterrupted action pacing later on. But there's going to be at least one major NPC like everywhere we go. So I hope you like NPCs telling us shit, because you're going to see it. But well, next time there'll be some lengthy, you know, gameplay bit, and I'll probably look kind of bad doing it, but whatever. So anywho, thanks for watching. Stay safe and have a good day. I'm Alex Javire. Like and subscribe if you'd like, and I'll see you again.